Hello and welcome to the second part of our tutorial. In this part, we will now start animating our character. So let's begin. First, we are going to select the root bone and just lift the character up just a bit, like this. And then we are going to do our face contact pose. So we'll start with the right foot, left foot in front, right here. Rotate it like this, and then also go to the right. Also, yeah, rotate it like that. In the front view, we're going to move them a bit closer to the z-axis. We're going to move the feet a bit closer to the z-axis. That way, at least it will look nice. And just like that. Let's move this a bit here. Let's leave just a bit of space between them, and then it's important to keep the feet straight. I think just like this will do, but for now let's just bring the feet up here like this, and then go to the hip bone, select rotate it a bit like this, go to the first spine, lower spine, rotate it a bit like this, and go to the upper spine just a bit, deselect, go to the lower neck, rotate it up just a bit like this, deselect, go to the upper neck and rotate it like this so that the character is looking forward where he's going, and then come to the upper arm and rotate it just a bit like this, rotate it on the X and just like that, go to the right, rotate it as well just like this, and on the x-axis as well, rotate it like that. And then now we go back to our feet and just like that, and also like this. So this is our first pose. Save. Yeah, don't forget to save, and then press I, insert location, rotation and scale frame, keyframes on keyframe 1. I prefer let's just go to 0. Let's start at 0. Okay, here at 0 we'll press I. Location and rotation keyframes, insert, and then we're going to go on frame 2. This is where we'll put our down pause. So for the down pause, move the left feet here like this, and move the right foot up here like this. Rotate it a bit. In the front view, make sure that the knees are facing in the right direction or going in the right direction, and they are not going wayward. So we are going to select the root bone on the ground and bring it down. I think yes. Bring it down like this. Select, and then I think this was way too high. Just like this. Select all, press I, location and rotation keyframes. And then we are going to go to frame 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to go to frame 5, and this is where we will put our up pause, passing pause / up pause. So we are going to move the left foot a bit back right here, and the right foot will go forward right there like this. We are going to bend the toe bone to give us that nice transition between the, when you're stepping, when you're running, you always bend your toes a bit to get enough traction on your toe as you are moving forward. So turn the toes a bit like this and put it and return the foot there and put the foot there. We are using the Y axis as our guide and as the ground. Make sure that the knees are straight. Save. Select the root bone on the ground and move it up. And there. Select all, location, rotation and scale. So there. Yeah, almost at the last pose, the other contact pose. This is the pose where the right foot now goes up in the air. So we're going to go at frame 7. So for this one, we'll just copy the first pose and shift D there, and just change the position of our legs. So just in case you want to be sure where the left foot is, press shift S, okay, set it selected, and move it back to where the right leg is. I keep saying feet. Rotate it like this, make sure that it's straight. Okay, deselect, select the right leg, move it forward here, rotate, and there you have it. It's simple and straightforward. It's not complicated at all. And select, deselect, select all the other bones, and Control I, location, rotation, and scale. Save. And this is our first contact. First. So this is our first pass, and then we're going to go to frame 14. Select the first keyframe, shift D, move it over there, and this is the first pass, and so this is our first pass, and then we're going to create our second. So go to frame 9, get this keyframe on the second keyframe, shift D, the same thing that we just did with our second contact. Shift S, cursor to selected, move the leg back right where the other one is, rotate, deselect, select the Control IK, move it here like this, and then yeah, just like that. Before you do that, make sure that the knees are correctly centered, or they are just in the right position. And this one is veering a bit, so it's moving a bit, so you just have to put it, make some corrections here and there. It's always important. Might be a simple run cycle, but you have to do some things. You just have to do them like like they're important, and something like that. So location and rotation. So we're going to go to frame 12 and get this keyframe on frame 5, shift D, and put it here. We're going to do the same thing that we just did. Shift S, so to selected, move the leg up here, select the toe bone and out arrow. This will remove any rotation that the bone has, because we don't need this is where this is when the leg is going in front, therefore it doesn't have any curve or any rotations. It shouldn't have any rotations on the toes. Deselect, select the right leg, move it backwards to where the other one was, and now we bend the toes like this. And we move it a bit backwards so that it's straight. And location, rotation and scale. Insert keyframe. And you're done. So there you have it. That's how you animate the Naruto Ninja Run in Blender 2.8. See, he's running. In the next video or in the next tutorial we'll be doing, I think we'll do a few adjustments or a few things you should do, like here, or a few additions to the tutorial. We'll make a few corrections to the animation so that at least, you know, it looks decent, and when it's running the bones are not moving, staying in places where they should be. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.